Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel Held Dominance. Anthony here. Please remember to like and subscribe, and also click that notification bell if you're enjoying what you see and want to see more. So in this video we have two little stories for you. First of all, the unfortunate retirement of an Australian Rugby League international and great, and then some positive comments coming from the Washington side in the North American Rugby League. Earlier this week it was a sad announcement that Brett Norris has announced his immediate retirement 5 weeks after suffering a season-ending ACL injury. The 34-year-old confirmed what the fans had feared was coming on Monday, so that is Monday the 7th of June 2021 at Roosters headquarters. So in his statement, not everybody gets to go out on their own terms, but looking back at my career, I've been incredibly fortunate to have the opportunities I've had, and I hang up my boots a very proud and content man, knowing that knowing that the time is right, is the way that he put it. There are many people who have played an important role in helping me in my career throughout the years, and I'd like to extend my thanks to all of them, right the way back to my own, my junior club, the Cavalry Knights. In the NARL, I've been fortunate to be coached by and to play with some of the game's best, and I'm grateful to all the coaches and teammates I've had over the years. More recently, I've had the honour to wear the Sydney Roosters jersey, and I will always be proud that I've captained the side in my final match. To Trent and the coaching and performance staff, I've found a new lease of life here at the Roosters. Since I first walked through the doors in late 2018, I have been challenged every single day, but because of that, I've also had some of the most enjoyable memories on and off the field. To my current teammates, we're a tight group, and it's been a privilege every time to run out with you. To one teammate in particular, it's awesome to be able to start and finish my career with my brother Josh, and the memories we made are some I'll cherish forever. Family is incredibly important to me, and I certainly wouldn't have been in the position to enjoy 16 seasons in the NRL without unwavering support of my mother Karen, my siblings, and most of all, my wife Kate, and our children Emily, Ellie, and James. So it's a sad time, and it's unfortunate because it's coming into a World Cup. It could have been his one song at the end of the World Cup, you never know. But it's what happens with injuries. It hurts. We all have that time when we're told we can't play the kids' game anymore. But he seems to have no regrets. No real regrets, shall we say. He probably would have liked to go to a World Cup, but at the end of the day, it's one of those things. So Morris ruptured his ACL in the Roosters' round 8 win over the Newcastle Knights. He was emotional in the sheds following the game. As he sat with his teammates, it was a telltale sign that he had just played his last NRL game, according to foxsports.com Australia. In one of the most heartbreaking scenes we'll ever see in rugby league, he looked up with tears in his eyes with his twin brother Josh, who walked over to hug him. The former Bulldog and Dragon will go down as one of the greatest wingers ever and a true legend of the game. It's, as I said, it's very, very sad, and I've seen that video and it does pull on your heartstrings, and it's one that you never wish on anyone. It's terrible. Morris debuted for the Dragons in 2006 and went on to play 276 games in the NRL, and he represented New South Wales 15 times and pulled on a kangaroo jersey 18 times. He won the premiership with the Canterbury Dragons, St George Illawarra Dragons. I'm sorry, Canterbury and St George fans, for mixing those two names up. It's been a long day. And with another with the Roosters in 2019. So 2-time Premier winners. He started his career alongside his twin brother Josh at St George Illawarra before Josh linked up with the Bulldogs. The pair reunited at Belmont when Brett joined Canterbury Bankstown in 2015. The twins went their separate ways in 2019 when the salary cap pressure forced them out of the Bulldogs. Brett signed with the Roosters, while Josh took up a deal with the Sharks, but it didn't take the brothers long to reunite a second and final time, with Josh switching to the Roosters just 2 games into the 2022 season. Morris was one of the most informed players prior to the cruel injury. He was a human version of the saying turning back the clock, scoring 11 tries in 7 games this season, and was at one stage leading the Daily M count. So he was doing so well, and it was just one of those things that came up and kicks you in the knees, shall we say that. So on this, Trent Robinson, his coach at Roosters, said he's an incredible player to coach and watch. He's one of those amazing wingers you never think you're going to get an opportunity to coach like that at the end of their career, and then he comes along and adds value straight away to our team. He's just a beautiful player. The way Brett has gone about playing the game throughout his career is a testament to the incredible athlete and character he is, and it's a true honour to coach him. Brett is one of the best, if not the best, finishers in the history of our game, and it is important to acknowledge his achievements over the years, not only at club level but also at representative arena. His professional approach to training, playing and recovering is a testament to the man he is. He is a man of integrity and is a great mentor to his teammates, making those around him better, both on and off the field. Fairy tales take shape in different forms, and while Brett didn't get the end to his career he's so richly deserved, an exciting new chapter is about to begin for him. And on behalf of the playing group and everyone at the club, we wish Kate, Brett, Emily, Ellie and James all the best. It's a huge blow for rugby league, huge blow for Brett Morris, but all things come to an end in one way or another. Let's hope we hear about him again in many different forms, whether it's coaching, whether it's punditry, or even if it's just working with the youngsters who are coming through, or on a junior level. But Brett, good luck to you, and we wish you all the best. Now for the last part of the video, we look into a statement that DC Cavalry Rugby League on Facebook has put out in regards to the delay of the NARL till spring 2022. So this is what they say on their Facebook page, and I'm happy with it. To our DC Cavalry fans, earlier today the NARL made the announcement that the inaugural season will be pushed back until the spring of 2022. The full statement is for that is on their website, and they've provided a link for that. We are behind the league's decision and support them in preparation for the spring 2022 start. As a club, our plan is to grow the sport of rugby league in the DC, Virginia area, and it will continue to move ahead this summer. We're already in talks with NARL teams to compete this summer, stream the games live online, and host in-person friendlies for our fans. So they want to get fans involved early. They'll do friendly games in the summer so that they can get ready for spring. Bit of tune-up, bit of physicality. Know where everyone is then. In addition, this is the great part. We plan to announce our academy later this summer and host youth workouts and tryouts around the DC and VA areas. We hope to announce major partners in the coming weeks, as well as our online fan store. So stay tuned. Thank you for all the support. Hashtag the cavalry is coming. You know my thoughts on bringing the youth into the sport, because they are the lifeblood and the future of the sport. Me and my father speak about soccer and how the junior teams should do initiatives in regards to junior teams, but that's a longer term thought for the academies. The first steps are to get those juniors in, because if you get the juniors in playing rugby league and they can do it all the time, they'll want to buy shirts, they'll want to attend games, they'll want to watch games. So clubhouses, venues, team meetings, if they get the bug, they'll keep it for the rest of their lives. You've just got to produce the product. I'm so glad with the Cavalry's statements in regards to this, bringing academies up and running and workshops around the DC and VA areas. What I'd also do is have the DC Cavalry League, and for those that might not want an affiliation with the DC Cavalry at the beginning to create their own team and things like that, to be involved in that league. More teams, different age groups. That brings a greater audience. It's expanding the sport, which is craving out to be expanded. That's why I'm so pleased with Washington's commitment. If we can get as many people interested in the junior teams as the senior team has for their tryout days, then say they're all 8 or 9 years old, you could have a 9s team with 3 or 4 subs, possibly, times 4. That's a 4-team league to start off with. And you can play with that, because they're going to play 6 games. They're going to play 6 games straight away. But at the end of that, you could have a representative where they're playing other states. Maybe if the other states get involved in that sort of program. Then after they've done the representative, say that leave that a 2-week period at the end of there. You put half of team 1 into team 2, team 3, and keep going. Just switch it so that you've got more or less a new team, and then have 6 more games. 2 weeks break at the end of it, and then you have that representative, and you do it once more with the breaks and the representation. That means 24 weeks of rugby league for kids, just with 4 teams, as long as they got the 12 or 13 players. That's a start, that's embers. Just keep switching. You've switched the half, then you do odds and evens in the next one. So you've got different teams for 3 different periods, 2 weeks in between. It does mean that there would be a minimum of 48 players, but you're looking for 52, because eventually those 4 teams will play 13 aside, and you can bring on subs after that. I know you're looking for 52 kids. 52 kids are the same age, and it's going to be difficult with that, with all different sports that are going on. But if you make it the right price for people to get involved, you're going to have more people involved. It's all about money, I know that. And you hear all the stories that are coming out, maybe right, maybe wrong, where coaches charge like a tuition fee for different sports every single semester. I think there's one team that charges £2 grand per kid per semester to play a sport. We've got to keep it inclusive so we can get more people involved. The more kids involved, the more adults involved, whether they're playing, watching, or whatever. They are spending money, and that's another income. Let's hope Washington can share their plans, best practice with teams like Cleveland, New York, Brooklyn. Then they could have the state's own league. Anyway, that's further down the line, but I'm wishing Washington all the best, because it's fantastic that you're looking to the youth. They're the ones that we need to grow this game. More kids playing, more teams, more better players, more eyes on the sport. And that's it for another video, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already, and also click that notification bell for any other videos that may come up in the future, or even the ones that we've already shown. Please share the videos worldwide, because we want more eyes on the prize so that we can help Rugby League. It's not just to help me, as I prefer that Rugby League get the help rather than myself. Anyway, I'll say all the best, and I'll catch you in the next video.